It says recording in progress. Did you hear that? Okay. Let me go back to my seat and make sure this is adjusted well. Taking my socks off so you can see my feet. Everything is dark here. How's it look? Centered enough? Is it driving you crazy? Seems like it's a little off center to me, but if it's okay with you guys, I'm good. All right, let's all sit away from the back of the seat right now. So right away, we're just going to ground those feet. Make sure the hips, the center of the hips, the knees, and the ankles are all lined up with each other. And again, sitting away from the back of the seat, we're going to right away engage the strength of our back all the way up the spine and roll your shoulders a little bit. Make some circles so you can sort of take some tension out if there's any tension in those shoulders. And then roll them in the other direction, whichever way you started, just go the other way. And then go ahead and take your right ear to your right shoulder and just let it be there with the weight of your head. Don't force it down. Let a gentle stretch occur on the left side. Close your eyes. And then inhale the head up and go ahead and let the head drop towards the left. Using your breath. And then go ahead and lift the head up. And for a few breaths now, just close your eyes, let your hands rest on your thighs, shoulders relax, neck feels pretty good. Sitting nice and tall, I want you to just take your natural breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And you say, well, that's easy. But what I really want you to do is pay attention to the breath. So paying attention to the breath will take your mind off other things, make you appreciate that every day your body breathes all day long. We don't pay attention. So let's give breath attention. Feel the parts of your body that move with just your natural inhale and exhale. And as you're comfortable, go ahead and deepen your breath. Not to cause any anxiety or any forcing, just when your body's ready. Maybe as you inhale, you feel the air moving in the nose, and I'd like to imagine it moving up to the crown of my head, or maybe even beyond, and then just let it sweep down as if it's sweeping down my whole body as I exhale. And that doesn't mean you have to take a super deep breath to do that. Just imagine you could actually see where the breath goes. The deeper breath is going to move other parts of the body. You might feel the collarbones lift, the ribs widen. Shoulders may lift a little bit, but not with your muscles. They're just lifting because your ribs are expanding. Everything is growing with your breath in and releasing with your breath out. Hopefully nobody's allergies keeping them from breathing in and out the nose. If so, maybe it's one nostril. Do your best. And then return to your natural breath. So not trying to make it deeper, just let it be what it wants to be right now. And blink your eyes open if you did have them closed. We're still sitting at the edge of our seat, and we're sitting with our knees aligned over the center of our ankles. And we're going to do the chi wake up. That means we're going to be doing some tapping. So I'd like you to take your fists and just tap on either side of your sternum right below your collarbone. So just tap here, sort of like knocking. Yeah, you're knocking. You're knocking on the top of your chest, breathing in the nose And you can breathe out the mouth or in and out the nose. It's up to you, whatever your body wants to do with this breath. And then move that fist, take one of them up and down your sternum. So feel your fist touching the sternum bone. If this causes pain, then don't, don't hit yourself so hard, or maybe there's pain there and you don't want to do that. Maybe just do it in the air above. Just imagine you're doing it. And then flatten your hand and bring your left hand to your right front of your shoulder, right on the side of your chest. And then we're going to take our hands and slowly tap down the inner arm. Turn your hand over so then you tap up the outer arm, around the back, and then go down again. The inner arm, come up the outer arm. One more round. Down the inner arm and up the outer arm. You decide what pressure you want to put on your tap. And then we're going to go to the other side. Start tapping on the left side of the chest and then down the inner left arm. Same thing. And just as you're tapping, just notice what's happening, how the skin feels. Maybe your body temperature starts to change. I don't know about you guys, but I am just always cold. Sometimes I wear a scarf in my house. So I can't wait for warmer weather because I'll probably be just right. 90 degrees and I'll be happy. All right, once we finish coming up the left side, let's bring our hands to the back body best you can. Maybe you turn yourself a little bit to the side so the back of your chair doesn't get in your way. And we're going to hit our arms. I have the back of my hand hitting right above my kidneys. So below the ribs, above the kidneys. And then I'm going to go down to the kidneys. I'm going to go all the way down to where I'm sitting on my chair. So down the butt and then back up again. If you cannot reach this because of the angle, just imagine you're doing it, or maybe you just come to the side and go up and down. So we just want to get some of that back body tapped along too, up and down. And then if you did shift to the side, shift yourself back to the front. And we're going to take our hands on either side of our hips. And most of you guys know this, Qigong Wake Up. And we're going to tap down the outer legs. And if you can't fold forward, don't worry about it. Just tap down as low as you can, but come up the inner legs. Tap from the hips. And down. You might feel more sensation in your legs than you did in your arms. Every time I do this, I just really appreciate the effects that this tapping has on the body. Truly, truly feels like it awakens my muscles, my blood system, my energy. All right, we've made it to the top. I'm right at my thighs. It's a little harder to get your hip bones when you're sitting, but can you feel your hip bones, the bony part right here, the outside of your ilium? And we're going to just take our fists right on those bones, right on the bones. Shouldn't be painful. And then very gently, I'm not going to mirror you here. I want you to go up the right side of your body. So following your large intestine across below your ribs and then down the left side of the body and then go again. So you're making a kind of a circle following the flow of your large intestine. And then when you're finished, just let your hands rest on your thighs, close your eyes, or you can let your hands rest all the way down to the ground if you want, not the ground, but just by your sides. Either way, just sort of close your eyes and feel how your body feels. Feels if it's warmer, if it feels more alert. And then we're going to start doing some movements. So still checking that posture. I'm going to make you work sitting away from the chair. We're going to bring the arms out to the sides, palms forward. And we're going to do big hugs, but we're going to make them slaps, taps. We're going to go like this and then open and then crisscross the other way. So your arms are going to just giving you a big hug. And when you do a big hug, you want to hear yourself tap your body, tap in the back on the shoulder blades. So we're stretching the back as we cross the arms in front, and we're stretching the front as we reach the arms out to the side. Okay, now we're going to make it more challenging. And I know I've done this with some of you before. Right elbow up, left elbow up. Yeah. So we're keeping one hand at the rib and the other hand taps the back. That's a little bit challenging. We got the crossover body stuff going on here. Try it out. If you can't do that one, just keep doing this one. All right. And if you can't get your hand to your back, just touch your chest. All right, let's go ahead and just relax your arms down, shake them out. And we're going to do our fingers interlacing in front of the chest. And then squeeze the fingers together, like you're trying to really tighten them up, like zip up each finger. Turn your palms away as best you can, and then stretch your palms forward. So what is forward for you? It might be forward and down. It might be more at chest level. Just take it to where you feel like a nice lengthening all the way down the outer arms. And then we're going to inhale the arms back to center. And we're going to exhale, twist, and press the arms down towards the right. Turn your head to the left. Bring the arms back to center. And we'll go to the other side. Press your arms down and away, whatever that is for you. Maybe it's higher, maybe it's lower. Turn your head the opposite direction. And as you press your arms, you're flexing those wrists. Let's go forward again. Come on back. We'll go to the left, head to the right. Back to center. And head to the right, left, right, and hands to the left. And come on back to center. Shake it out. Okay. All right, hands down by the sides. Now we're going to make a noise. We're going to crunch up our shoulders. So shrug them up like you don't want to walk around. Shrug up like this. And when we let go, we're going to just let the shoulders drop and go. So big, forcible out the mouth. All right. So inhale, shrug up. Big differences. Shrug. And then just relax your hands, relax your breath, return to your natural breath. That's a lot of effort putting those SHs out, isn't it? All right. Next one we're going to do is just a nice gentle flow with the arms. So let's start with the arms down by our sides. We're still sitting at the edge of the chair. Feet are grounded. Just check in on your posture. We still want to be sitting nice and tall. Lift the heart, relax the shoulders down. My hands are facing backwards, and I'm going to feel like my hands will just float up. So use the muscles in your back body to float your arms just to shoulder or chest height, and then let them float back down again. Fill the space, fill this movement with breath. So you're inhaling as the arms lift, and exhaling as the arms come down. Nice and slow. But feel the movement initiate from the back body. Your back of your shoulders are actually initiating the lift. And let's go out to the side. Same thing, like flying bird, very slow flying bird. Use the back body, the upper back initiates the movement. Arms are just following along. Now, if it's available to you, we'll lift the arms higher. If it's not available, just stay at shoulder level, whatever height works. Inhale up, and when we exhale down, let's turn the palms towards our face and come down like a waterfall right in front of your face. And then do the same thing, lift the arms up. As we're doing all this, our feet are grounded, our hips are grounded. And one more time, sweep up and waterfall down with your exhale. All right, shake it out. One more flow. Here's another one that might be too much. I'll show you the flow. We're going to bring our hands together so that the pinkies touch. So the hands are facing you, the pinkies are going to touch. We're going to lift the hands up, elbows up, as if we're coming behind the head. Then we're going to widen the elbows and press your hands out, flex wrists. All right. So that's where we're going to go with this. Lots of opening up of the shoulders and the chest here. So again, if you can't do the whole range, make it smaller for you, but do try to move. All right. So let's bring the pinkies together. And you're going to lift the arms to wherever you can lift them. If you can't lift them as high, don't worry about it. Just lift them, open the elbows, and then press away. Really flex those hands, spread those fingers. And then hands come down and together, pinkies together. As if you're cupping water and you're going to let it flow down the back body. Open the elbows, stretch your arms wide. One down, one more time. Pinkies, lift the elbows, stretching your triceps now. Open wide, and hands are flexed. Relax it down. Hands come to prayer. We're going to stretch up and down at the same time. This is called touching heaven and touching earth. So let's take the right hand up and the left hand down. Flex the wrists, spread the fingers, reach up with the right and down with the left. So really as if you're pressing the ceiling up and the floor down, and then bring your hands, relax them, bring them back together in prayer. And then switch sides. Press up and down. So it's not a side bend so much as a stretch up and down. And you can turn your head. You can either look at your hand pressing up or your hand pressing down, either one. Whatever works for you today. I don't want to look up. And let's go. We'll have to go to the left one more time to even ourselves out. You guys feeling good? Stretching like this? Stretch. Say it, stretch. And then bring your hands back down. Next one I have. Okay. You guys know stars and claws, right? That's a Kathy thing from way back. Kathy Reese. So we're going to do stars, but I'm going to have you do your stars in different directions. So stars, the hands are wide, fingers are wide, and then claws, the fingers don't fold in, they just fold right at the joints, okay? So I'm going to have you do it in different directions, so you'll have to pay attention. All right, let's do stars up to the sky. Claws down, W's. Stars out to the side. Claws W again. Pull the elbows towards each other. Claws forward. Reach for me. And then pull back. All the time, we're working that back body too. Reach up and down. Pull your shoulder blades towards each other. Out and in, forward, and back. So we got the hands going and we're still working that upper body. One more time, stretch, and down, out, and in, forward, and back. Roll your wrists, both directions. All right. Next, cat and cow. So now we're going to let our back be a wave, and I'm going to turn a little bit sideways. Still sitting at the edge of your chair. Always check your posture so that you haven't started to slump back. We want to sit up tall, and that's the challenge in chair yoga, right? We want to keep our spines long, and we want to take this into our standing postures. So still my knees are about hip width apart. I'm going to take my hands. Let's do hands on the thighs, palms down. And I'm going to lead with my head, all right? So I'm going to take my head, my chin towards my chest, and I'm going to allow my back to round like a C curve. And then I'm going to use my head to come forward and then up like a turtle coming out of its shell. And then I'm going to do that C curve again. So your head is basically making a circle. Your chest lifts, and then your chest lowers. And we'll do a few times. This is your cat-cow today. And you may not go over as much as I go. You might be right here. So think of it as just this waving of your spine. And if that doesn't work for you, you do your version of cat-cow, all right? So take it wherever it's available to you today to really feel some loosening by extending the spine and flexing the spine. So we've done twisty stuff, and now we're doing our extensions and flexions, all these movements that make your spine healthy. You guys go for a few more. And then I'm going to have you guys just finish up, come back to neutral. Let's let the hands dangle by the sides, palms forward, shoulder blades down and back. And you're welcome to hold one side of your chair as we side bend, or let the arm dangle. If you dangle, you use your core a little bit more. So let's lift the left arm up, keep the shoulder down, and let's reach up again. Just reach up. While you reach up, press the left foot down. Now, side bend over, just to the side, not forward, not backwards, to the side. Keep pressing the left foot down, the left hip down, and then inhale back up, let the arm come down. There's a lot to think about when you do these mindfully, right? What's happening in your body? My body just wanted to lift right up on the left side. So I had to really work to keep that side down. So let's do the same on the other side. You can always use your hand here to stabilize you on the chair. If it's too much to side bend over, it might help you stay down a little more. So if you're having a challenge, use the hand on the chair. Go ahead and lift the right arm up and reach up first. Lengthen, but press down the right foot, press down the right sits bone, and side bend over. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders pretty level and feel this opening on the right side of my ribs. Inhale up. And let's go again. Feel your feet grounding. Feel your hips grounding, but let the upper body flow into your side bend, whatever that is for you today. If it feels good just to reach up and reach long and not go over to the side, that's fine too. You go to the side for where it feels right for you. We don't want to hurt anything or pull a muscle. We just want to move, and we go back to the right and then to the left one more time. Really thinking about keeping the body grounded in the legs and the hips. And then lift back up again. Relax out in any way you need to. If you need to roll your shoulders a little bit, you need to do a little twisty stuff. Twists are what we're going to do next. I'm going to do some twists. So I think sometimes people come to class with a little back pain, and if they do twists in class, not real deep twists, but just little twists, sometimes the back pain goes away. So again, you can't force this twist to feel like you're like winding yourself up so tight that you're muscling it. I want you to be gentle with your twist and just go to where it feels right in your body. But even if you have a little back pain, unless your doctor said not to twist, just little twists, just little twists. In fact, let's just start with sliding a hand back as we twist to one side and then the other. Little twists. If that's enough for you, stay there. If you want to go bigger, let's take the right hand forward. If it can reach up, and then let that hand twist the ribs towards the right side. You can bring the left hand over to make it even a little bit more challenging. If hand stays here, it's less challenging. And then sweep the hand forward and return to forward. And then keep your right hand on the right knee for now. Lift the left arm and twist. You can always do this in goalposts or keep the arm down. And let the ribs take you. Don't force it. Go to where they stop on their own. Don't keep trying to tug it around. Again, you can move the right hand over to the left knee. That's going to make it a little bit more twisty, even without moving any part of your ribs. And then untwist yourself. Assess. How did it feel to do those twists? Did it feel good or bad? If it didn't feel good, don't do it again with me. Maybe do some cat-cows or side bends. If it felt good, you choose. Maybe this little gentle twist, maybe a little deeper, taking the hand across and then sweeping the arm around. So deeper just by starting with the hand crossed over to the opposite knee. Maybe turn your head, look over your back arm. Take a nice deep breath in and then untwist yourself. Sweep that arm up and over. Let's try the other side. And one side might not want to twist like the other side. Again, respect what your body says to you. Maybe you want to stay with the hand here, or maybe you just want to do this little sliding hands and twisting. One more time. If you're going to the deepest twist, we're going to twist with the arm reaching back and take the neck. Turn the neck and head towards the back. Maybe you see your thumb, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter. And then we'll untwist ourselves, come forward. Let me check my time. Okay. Okay, let's get some hip work now. We got a lot of upper body. Hopefully your upper body feels good and can move around. You're ready to go out and garden. Let's step wide. So my feet are turned out to, if we're standing on a clock, a big clock, I'd have 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So one foot's at 11 o'clock, one foot's at 1. If that's too wide, then maybe it's 11:30 and 12:30. So you decide. We're at the edge of our chair. Let's put our hands on our hips and sit nice and tall. Gently press the feet into the floor. Really feel the contact with the floor. And we're going to hinge slightly forward. As we hinge forward, don't let the knees drop inward. Just a little bit. And then we're going to hinge slightly to the side, keeping our upper body lifted. And then maybe we come straight through the center, or maybe we lift the heart a little more and then come to the other side. So we're going to do those hip circles. Again, feel this out for you. Maybe your hip circles are right here. You're right here. Or maybe you're going to start there and allow yourself to go into a bigger circle. Just be good to yourself. Don't try to compete. Listen to your body. What's your body need today? How does your leg feel today? Now, whichever way you're going, go ahead and go the other way. Go the other way. We're keeping the spine long. So we're not trying to round out like a C curve. We're trying to strengthen that low back and the upper back by leaving it lifted. Keep those knees wide and grounded. And your hips are getting a little opening as you angle yourself from side to side. Plus, this is kind of meditative. You may want to close your eyes. You could do this on your own. Just close your eyes and do these little shifts from sits bone to sits bone. All right. Keep your feet wide for now, or maybe take a break. Let's windshield wiper them like this. Coming to the inner and the outer edge of each foot. And then step wide again. Now we're going to challenge ourselves with our blocks. So you could take your blocks, maybe one block to the high setting, and then another block on top of it, like that, like a T. And you may not have to have it that high, but you could maybe start like that. So we're going to be doing some forward folds just to get our hips a little more open. So we did the circles. Now let's bring our hands to goalposts. Palms forward. Imagine someone has a string attached to your clavicle, your collarbone, and you're coming forward. Your spine stays long, your feet stay down, and your knees stay wide. And this is weight. Your arms are weight, and then come back up again. If that's too much, bring the hands down. So we're adding a little bit of weight on the upper body as we come forward. Again, knees go wide, feet are grounded, spine is long. So if I go at an angle, you can see, in fact, I should do this whole thing at an angle. That I am long spine. All right, stay there or here, or arms will lift into a Y. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just hinge ourselves forward with that long spine. Keep the knees wide. Don't have to go low, just to a place where you feel the back start to work. Strengthen in the back. Keep the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Again, you have options here on the level of weight that you're putting on the forward fold. No weights needed, just your arms. I've got a couple of alarms going on my watch. All right, find yourself back into your seated position. And our blocks are set up so that we can do that forward fold. Bring your right hand to the block, bring your left hand to your hip. And then twist just a teeny bit, a little bit to the left. Hand is on your hip, or maybe if you want, you can reach the arm up. You decide what you want to do with that arm. Take a deep breath here. You're in a twist. Bring your hand back to your hip. Bring your hand back to the block. Replace the right hand with the left. Bring the right hand to your hip. Twist to the right. Arm lifts up, maybe. Don't have to. Back to your hip. And back to the block. Come both hands to your thighs. Press down with your feet. Press down with your hands and lift yourself back up. Move the blocks out of the way for now. And we'll just heel toe the feet back to center and maybe just do a few windshield wipers with your legs again. All right. Next, we're going to do a little hammock hold behind our thighs. So we're going to do a deep flexion of the hip. So I'm going to lift my right leg and I've got my fingers. I'm going to make a hammock for them by just putting it behind my right thigh, and I'll let my foot sort of hang down. I'm sort of holding my right thigh up to as high as you want. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. You take it to where you want. But what I want you to do is point your foot. Wherever you are, point your toes to the ground. And then flex your foot. Point and flex, point and flex, and then circle, circle, and then put your foot down, relax it. So that's a deep flexion. We do plenty of flexion, right? We do plenty of it. We don't go that deep, but it's also good to get a deep flexion when we need it. So if you need to do some sort of squat, your hips will be stretched and tolerate a flexion as well. So toes pointing and flexing, hammocking the leg, circling the ankles both directions. All right. Let's do our hamstring stretch before we do our figure four. So I'm going to extend my leg on the mat, heel down, toes up. And my left leg is just bent straight down to the floor. So if you don't feel anything when you do this, when you flex the toes back towards your face, and you want to feel more, how would you do that? You would fold forward a little bit. You would bring your heart forward. You're still sitting on the chair. Try to bring your chin towards your chest so your head stays in line with your spine. Imagine you've got a little apple under your chin. And maybe that increases the stretch if you needed it. Didn't have to do that. And then come on back up. Did you guys feel anything in your calf and your hamstring? The goal is just to get a gentle stretch in the back of the leg. Same thing on the left side. Heel to the ground, toes to the sky. Same thing. Hinging forward if you feel like you need more. Now, I forgot to say it, but some of us might want to put our foot on a block. Maybe your legs are shorter and they don't hit the floor right. Put your foot on a block. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier, but that's an option for you. So just feel that. Give yourself some time to stretch the back of the leg. And then slide back up. Let's take the right ankle over the left knee. Now, if this does not work, here again, block on the inside of the right foot. And you'll externally rotate the knee and let the ankle rest here. So this is your figure four. So your figure four is here or maybe here. And here again, we're doing an external rotation. We'll stretch the inner thigh. We have the foot flexed. If you feel nothing here, what's your option? Your option would be to bring your heart forward. Maybe you're holding onto your shins, and you'll definitely feel more stretch on the outer right thigh. So the goal is really, it's an inner thigh and an outer thigh stretch, a really great stretch for your piriformis muscle. A lot of people have trouble with that. That crosses the underneath the pelvis. And then come on back up. A lot of talking. I'll talk while you stretch. If you need that block support, if this level is too low and you want to go higher, you can also bring it to a higher level for your figure four. You won't feel as much in the outer hip and buttock as if you lift it higher, but what's important is that you're not going to injure yourself and not going to pull a muscle. So if you want to practice figure four or getting it to cross over, maybe start lower and then make your way up. Keep stretching the back of the leg more, which is also very important for back health, right? Stretching our hamstrings. All right. Feet down. Now we're going to go to our eyes. So it's forget all the other, well, the other muscles are just going to relax for a while, and we're going to use our eyes. So I'll direct you, and if this bothers you, maybe you sit this one out. We're actually just going to be trying to move our eyes, not our head, move our eyeballs in the eye socket. And I've done this, I know I've done this with this class. I don't do it all the time, but it's really a nice exercise for the eye muscles. So we're going to sit up nice and tall again, edge of the seat, crown of the head lifted. And we're going to take both eyeballs to the right corners of our eyes and then slide them across to the left corner and then back to the right corner. And then close your eyes and give them a rest. Open your eyes and slide them to the left corner and then to the right corner. Slide all the way across to the left corner. Close your eyes and rest. Open your eyes and look up. Just the eyeballs look to the ceiling, not the head. Look down. Maybe you see your nose. Look up. And then close your eyes and relax. Look down. Look up. You're at the eye doctor's. Look down. Close your eyes and rest. Now look up to the right diagonal, right corner, upper corner, and then down to the left corner. So slide them down, slide them back up to the right corner. Close your eyes and rest. Look up to the left corner. Look down to the right corner. Up again to the left corner. And then close your eyes and rest. The last one, should you choose to do it, would be circling the eyes all around the room, just the eyes. So circumference of your eye is what you're tracing, so to speak. Look all around. When you finish the circle, go the other way. And then close your eyes and rest. Open up your eyes. Do you feel like you can open them anymore? Any better? All right. Let's do, we're going to do the vowel sounds, the long vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U. And here's where I want you to say them as loud as you can for as long as you can. Actually, we're going to do it all together. We're going to go A, E, I, O, U, and then hold that U as long as you can. Hopefully you're not going to wake up a baby or anybody in your neighborhood. So ready? Take a deep breath in. A, E, I, O, U. Let's do it again. And when you do it, say A and make your face move into the A and the E and the I and the O. Make your face move too, okay? A, E, I, O, U. You done your U? You guys could probably do it longer than me. All right. Can you do it one more time? You got the breath for it? All right. Ready? A, E, I, O, U. All right, relax your breath, relax your shoulders in case they shrunk up. And we're going to do lion's breath now. So lion's breath is going to be a combination of starfish to claws with our hands. And our face is going to go deep breath in, stick out your tongue, and you're going to make a lion sound. All right, big sound in the back of your throat. Ready? Let's start with the fingers spread wide. Stars, inhale. All right, relax it down. Got some energy going there, huh? Wakes you up? Maybe you have to take a nap after this. I don't know. Maybe you can sit outside in the sun. All right, we have our brain game now. Let me check my time. Oh, yeah, I got time. Brain game. So I know you have a couple different ones. We're going to do the one where we march our legs and move our arms in a different direction. And I think most of you have done this with me before, but maybe not everyone. So marching the legs is going to be a constant thing. We're constantly going to go right, left, right, left the whole time. And then we're going to get together, yell out, arms forward, back, right, in, left, in, together, in, and I added up, down. So the arms are going to be doing that while the legs are marching the whole time. Best to say the direction you're going out loud. So your mind is telling your body what to do. All right, so I'll do one round. You can join me if you want. Just those of you that are newer may want to sort of come in after you watch one. So forward, back, right, in, left, in, together, in, up, down. All right, you guys ready to go for real? And I want to see mouths moving. Okay, ready? Forward, back, right, in, left, in. Legs are moving together, in, up, down, forward, back, right, in, left, in, together, in, up, down, forward, back, right, in. Say it. Left, in, together, in, up. One more. Down, forward, back, right, in, left, in, together, in, up, down, and yay! If you smile, that's a good thing. Whether you messed up or you did it perfectly, doesn't matter. Just smile. All right. Next, we have some agility moves, and some of this is going to be a little bit of coordination as well. So you guys all know Staying Alive, the song Staying Alive from the Bee Gees, way back in the, what would that be? Late 70s? You know, Staying Alive, Staying Alive. All right, we don't have to sing it, but think about that beat. I think he used that beat for chest compressions too. So what we're going to do is we're going to be stepping out like the Staying Alive dance. If you remember what they did, we're going to step out, foot and arm. So you want to step your foot out to the side and then back in. Then we're going to take our left foot and step out. I mean, our left hand. No, sorry. I'm mixed up. I'm not mirroring. So I'm stepping out with my left foot and my left hand coming in. Then I'm going to step out with my left foot and my right hand. And I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to go back and do my left and left 2 times. So it's left hand, right hand, left hand, left hand. And then we'll switch sides. It'll be right and right, left and right and right, left and right, right and right, right and right. All right. So there's a little more brain work here too. Think of the beat. And you don't want to hear me sing this. Okay, my timer's telling me what time it is, but this is hopefully fun. So we'll start right leg. So the leg stays the same. It's the arms that change. Okay, I made this up last night. Let's go. Right, left, right. Oops, I'm not mirroring. This is my right arm, okay? But to you, it's my left arm. All right, let's now go. Let's do that again. And we'll do it left, right arm, left arm, left arm. Now right leg, right and right, right and left, right and right, right and right. Let's do it again. Left and left, left and right, left and left, left and left, right and right, right and left. Right and right. Oh, did it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. But let's do it again. Are you having fun? You have to laugh at yourself, you know? All right. Let's start with the left. Left, right. I'm just going to say the arm. I was messing myself up. Uh-huh. Right, left, right, right. One more time, just to make me happy. Oops. I think I did it. Whew. Was that harder than the march or what? What was harder? Okay. Looking at my time, let's do ski poles real quick, and then we're going to do just some warrior poses to quiet us down a little bit. So ski pole is arms reaching forward and back and swinging. So I'm sitting at the edge of my chair. My arms fit around my chair. If your chair is too wide or you've got arms in your chair, this is probably not going to work very well. Maybe your arms are going to go scissors. So if you can't do the ski poles, so imagine, oh, I guess you guys watched some of that Olympics, right? Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe the tracks. I never paid that much attention to cross country. They had some hard tracks that they had to do uphill, long. I wouldn't have had the energy for that. Maybe when I was 18. All right, relax it out. Relax. All right, let's do a couple of warriors and then we'll wind it down. So for warrior poses today, see how it feels to sit on the right, at the right corner of your chair. So instead of my legs forward like this, I'm just straddling the right corner. So here's the corner and my legs are around that. And you can always start here and then just decide how wide your leg wants to be. Doesn't have to be as wide as mine. Maybe your leg is here. Either way, you're just straddling that corner. I want you to put both hands on your ribs and then twist those ribs towards your front leg, wherever that leg is. It doesn't have to get lined up, but the ribs face me. And then stretch your arms out with the ribs facing me. Then turn your head and look over your right arm. This is warrior two. Your feet are grounded, your knees are lined over your ankles. Bring your left hand to the chair. You can hold on to the chair, turn your whole right arm up and reach up to the ceiling and maybe a little further back. Just go to where the bend feels good for you. This is called exalted warrior. And then return to warrior two. From warrior two, bring your right hand to your thigh, maybe your right forearm to your thigh turned up. Bring your left hand to your hip, ribs face me, and you'll side bend towards the right leg. You can keep your hand on your hip, or maybe go to a goalpost, or maybe reach it up, or maybe reach it over your head. So this would be the biggest stretch. Hips stay grounded. Bring your hand down to a goalpost if it was up, and then bring it to your hip. And then gently lift yourself back up to center and walk your right foot in. And then slide yourself over to the left corner of your chair. Again, you could start with your legs here and then just decide how much you're going to open up that right leg. The left leg is considered your front leg now. Hands to ribs and twist best you can. Maybe your twist goes here, maybe your twist goes deeper. Arms stretch out, shoulders relaxed. Turn your head and look over your left fingers. Warrior two. Back arm down, front arm turns up and sweeps up to the sky. Reach up, like we did all that reaching today, reach up. And then let it sweep down, either your hand or your forearm on your left thigh, your right hand on your hip, ribs still face me, and you're going to tilt a little bit. Doesn't have to go far. Maybe your hand is here and you're tilting here. You decide how far over you want to take that tilt, and you decide what you want to do with the arm. Reach it straight up, goalpost, or maybe over your head. Again, grounding the right side. Don't let the right side tilt up. And then we'll come back to warrior two. And then we'll bring our hands to our hips and walk our legs in. And now let's just do some windshield wipers. So go ahead and make your knees wide enough so that they don't necessarily knock. And you're just rocking on your outer and inner edges of your feet. And then you want to let yourself sit back in your chair. So go ahead and take yourself towards the back of your chair so that you can use the back of your chair as a support for the upper back. Make sure you're comfortable. This is going to be your Shavasana. If you want to go lay down for your Shavasana, you're welcome to do that. And if you do that, you don't have to get back up. When we end class, you can always just stay wherever you are. And I want you to just check in again with those shoulders. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Relax your elbows down by the sides. Let your body feel heavy and grounded. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And I'm going to be searching for a prayer, a reading that I wanted to do. So as you let your body relax, we're not slumping, we're just relaxing our good posture. And again, bring your thoughts back to your breathing, noticing your breath. It worked for us all class long. Still there. And this poem is all about breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am firm as the earth. I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am water, reflecting what is real, what is true. And I feel there is a space deep inside of me. I am free. I am free. I am free. If you're ready, go ahead and start to deepen your breath, maybe blinking your eyes open if they were closed. Sit away from the back of your chair and start to stretch your hands, maybe stretch down with starfish hands. And then maybe reach the starfish hands out to the sides. Reach up, 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 upward V, look up to the sky, to the sun. And then sweep your hands in little cross overs, figure eights, and bring them right to your heart center. Let them rest one on top of the other at your heart center. Thanking yourself for coming out to your practice today. I am grateful that you are here and that you practice with me. I wish you all a lovely Passover or Easter, whatever you celebrate this week, if you celebrate them. Either way, enjoy this beautiful weather. Namaste. Let me get the recording off, and then you guys can pop in if you want. Okay, I stopped it.